to the other side of the loser, well, to the last losers bracket match here in the top 12. And Commander Jesse, who won the Wednesday Night Fight season, out here, and honestly, he told me this is the first time he's ever been on an airplane.
Yeah?
Yeah, coming out here, and
wow.
he is in top 12. So shout outs to Commander Jesse for playing amazing at this event. However, he is running now into Mago and Karen.
Mago just defeated half of Infiltration.
Yeah, and Daigo, don't forget as well.
And all of Daigo. And, you know, Commander Jesse has had a really good day. I mean, he did lose to Justin Wong, but beat Smug, also beat Julio. You know, he's had some tough matches, and he's been able to get through both. So this is another matchup that is tough. We say that a lot when it comes to the old Dalsum. And it is the same matchup, character matchup, that Jesse was sent to losers by, you know, in terms of Justin. So keep that in mind. Wow, really nice.
Oh, and he gets the stun. Working on a perfect so far.
The reset? Oh, no. Okay. He went right up close. And wow, what a way to start by Commander Jesse. We were just talking about this as potentially being a problem matchup, but there you go. Not if you play like that.
Commander Jesse plays against a few really strong Karens at Wednesday Night Fights, such as Raphmatics and such. So he definitely has experience in this matchup, but, you know, very few Karens play.
The overhead, will it come? It didn't come. He just didn't want to take the bet.
Very few.
Look at this. Are we looking at double perfect, James? We are! Commander Jesse starts off against one of the greatest players in the world, 2D God Mago, with a double perfect.
There you go. That's how you want to send a message to your opponent right away.
That said, look, it happens sometimes. You can't get too upset about it.
But
it's super hype. Okay, it's super hype. But from Mago's side, you know what? Sometimes you lose. It's really not that big of a deal in reality.
From Seth, you know, in Street Fighter 4, Mika in this game, but Dalsum, double perfect, not going to happen very often. A good start to Commander Jesse.
Not easy, that's for sure.
Yeah, but like I said, though, I mean, again, Mago is just another level when it comes to Karen. But Commander Jesse, look, he plays Dalsum. Had an opportunity, missed it there with the fireball. Nice job for Mago getting under that limb, but here comes Commander Jesse staying in the front.
Jesse's just playing so well. He's clicking so many of the right buttons. Even though that was a lot of hits, there was so much roasting going on that Mago's a hit away from death. Oh, it's not going to come up anyway.
Yeah, but Commander Jesse, I mean, look, as much as I was about to say that Mago plays Karen at a level that's very different than many of the other Karens, I feel like Commander Jesse's Dalsum's a little awkward, too.
It's unusual.
Yeah.
Oh, great read. He was looking for that Gale, and Stan Jab put an end to it. So as well as Commander Jesse played, here's Mago. He took the first round. He's on the verge of taking the second one. If he can find another combo, he's going to steal it. Okay, now at this point, Jesse's safe on stun.
Nice, using that Fierce, has that chop effect so it hits above his head in the air. So it can catch people above you, and oh, crush counter on that fireball. Ooh.
Oh, he missed the slide. It worked out, I guess. He got the Gale this time. The setup into...
Oh, the shimmy! And not quite stunned yet. Oh, good blocks for Mago.
Overhead? No. There it is!
He did go for the overhead just a little bit later.
Yeah, I love the timing. That's a timing where typically you're no longer looking for the overhead at that point. You're looking for back to mid-range play.
Can Commander Jesse get himself into the top 8 of one of the most stacked tournaments?
Again, he's already in the money, folks. But he's of course, he wants to move forward. Interesting timing. Look at this pressure. Can he make it happen even more? Mago has all the resources.
But he put himself in the corner, but he gets the stun. Oh, yeah, that's a reset. I think he had shaken out of the stun by then, didn't he? Or no? Maybe I saw wrong. Okay, never mind.
It is a way to build D-meter, though.
Oh, okay.
And to obviously switch sides. Oh, boy. Those little hits, Mago has to be looking for those. He wants, if he can whiff punish something right now, he can get started.
And Jesse, the way he
didn't
plays Dalsum,
give anything like that. It was so slippery.
He plays Dalsum so airborne, and it looks like it's throwing Mago for a little bit of a loop. And there it is, Commander Jesse going up 2-0 against the 2D God.
From Jesse's perspective now, it's time to not think too far ahead. Yeah, you're doing great, but don't let that get to your head. And on Mago's side, I do notice some things that he might be able to take advantage of. I think he did too, because there were some sweeps.
Right.
There had been a bunch of buttons hanging out for Commander Jesse on the ground. And, you know, Karen has great whiff punish for those. He can do that.
But if Mago can make the comeback from this point in time, maybe we'll have to change his name to the 2-0 God. But for now, he's got a long road going from there. It was the sweep crush counters against the pokes. Yep, just like you said.
Yep.
And Jesse willing to take that damage because it's just a jab to get him out of the corner. But then Mago got the hits on the ground. And look at this. Mago playing so solid now. But he also got the first round pretty solidly last game as well. And then Commander Jesse won the next two. Oh, whoa! He went up for another one! But it wasn't a counter hit, crouching fierce, so he couldn't get two of them in a row. But he's still going. He hasn't given up yet.
Oh,
another
didn't get the
shimmy.
combo.
And there it is. And this is what I mean. Commander Jesse's Dulcim is one of the most aggressive Dulcims that I've seen. He won't stop air teleporting at you.
Mago's now trying to move forward. Okay. Making it happen is exactly where he wants to be. Interruption by Jesse. Okay, Mago, yeah, his own interruption. Got to do it every once in a while. Again, those buttons are still hanging out there. Mago, you can see, is looking for it. He hasn't hit very often, but he sees that that's a possibility.
Yeah, the nice thing about that is that if Mago gets preoccupied with trying to hit those buttons, that means he's not moving forward. He's trying to stay at that magical distance where those buttons will work.
I got to tell you, I'm seeing some things out of Mago that make me think he's not as familiar with the Sim matchup as I would have thought he is. Some of those roundhouses that have put him into the fireballs, Jesse hasn't taken advantage, but those are strange choices.
And yeah, he couldn't be reversal because, oh, look at all that life that got drained from that gray health. And
he went for the overhead. Yes, he did go for the mix-up. You rarely see it, but it's there.
And that's how Mago has to win. He takes his first game by going for a little bit of an okie doke, but it works out for him.
You got to do what you got to do, and especially at this high level of play, I feel like Mago, Karen's V-trigger mix-ups are like getting hit by a 10-string in Tekken, where you just don't. Nobody does that. Nobody's seen that in 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reason why it would work. You know you can solve them. You just haven't seen them in a while.
Right. You know, after enough time passes, the worst option becomes the best option. That's the way it works. Stayed on the same side, but Mago successful blocking. He just backs off because he says, you know what, I want to build my life back. You can see he's just trying to let all that gray health recover.
So Mago, you know, doing a good job with the ground movement.
Nice, yeah.
The command dash is so important for Karen in this match. He gets through normals, gets through fireballs.
Slide under at the last second. He's going to be able to combo that. Does he go for the juggle?
No, setup. Yeah, I like it. Okay.
Oh, the counter hit! Not quite enough to kill, though. Oh,
he went for the slide. That was the idea rather than the overhead. The slide again takes it. Match point now, Commander Jesse.
And this is loser's bracket. Can he send Mago home tied for 12th place? Or 9th place, I should say. Ooh, trade. Very fortunate. Otherwise, Mago would have gotten some momentum getting in there. Wow, just dashes into the Yoga Gale. Then gets hit by the air teleport fierce. Tries to go to the other side, but Mago ready for him. Jabs him out of it. Commander Jesse playing very patient. Worried about this. Oh, and he baits it out.
Boy.
So he's going to be able to get the double crouching fierce.
Into what?
No
the
juggle
Gale. Anything's going to do it right now. Commander Jesse got it.
gets
He is going to eliminate Mago from the tournament. Commander Jesse from Southern California. Only just recently won Wednesday Night Fights for the first time, and now look at how strong he is. Top 8 here at one of the best, most stacked tournaments that we have had in Street Fighter V yet. Jesse is doing it.
Wow. And I mean, like I said, obviously we're from Southern California. We've seen him play for long periods of time. Just really impressive to see his growth. And as I mentioned, it's the first time on an airplane traveling this far to go to a tournament. Obviously, he's been out of state to play in tournaments at EVO, for example, just driving there. But to come into a foreign territory like this and play to this degree, you know, to a hostile environment, essentially. So great stuff to Jesse. But let's take it over to Ski to get another look at this match on the Score Esports replay.
Is there a rank greater than Commander? Because whatever that is, I think he's Master Jesse now. He's come in with a huge upset. Look at this. It's just Dulcim mix-ups. How often do you see a Dulcim highlight reel? There's nothing to say about this except get mixed up. He put him in a blender. Left, right, overhead, up, down, guard stun, advantage, and it seemed like Mago wasn't familiar. You know he is, but even look at this. Crossing up back into the corner, huge presence of mind from Commander Jesse. It looks like he's finally, he's dialed in after a long day of Street Fighter. Now Mago there slips in the overhead. He does rally to get himself up on the board, but it would be too little, too late. Look at that corner mix up from Commander Jesse, and it would not end right there. Takes the KO right there. And here you can see Mago sort of crumbling. The pressure, as characteristic we've seen before, starts to get to him, starts to use the meter, stun mounts, and he goes down. Commander Jesse, big upset, eliminates Mago, and will be moving on. Back to you, homeboys.
In top 8 is Commander Jesse here on this field of 200, just the most ridiculous players. I really want to know how he feels about this, and I think we have